I'm Eddie Garcia, co-host of the Puck Podcast with your Puck Podcast Hockey Minute, your daily recap of the night in the NHL. We'll also have a preview of tonight's games. We had 9 games in the NHL on Thursday. The Golden Knights continue to play well as the Pacific Division leaders beat the Canucks 3-1. William Karlsson's third period goal was the game winner for Vegas as they have won 6 of their last 7 games. Goalie Aiden Hill made 19 saves in net. He improves to 14-5-2 on the season. Blue Jackets surprised the Metropolitan Division leading Devils with a 4-2 win. Sean Monahan had a pair of goals for Columbus, while goalie Elvis Merzlikins stopped a season-high 40 shots. New Jersey's lead atop the division remains at 1 point on Washington. Oilers beat the Bruins 3-2 in overtime. Connor McDavid's 15th goal of the season tied it late in the third. Defenseman Matthias Ekholm then won it in overtime as Edmonton rallied, being down 2-0. Leon Draisaitl had 3 assists to reach 900 career points, and the Oilers have won 9 of 11. Penguins knocked off the Predators 5-4 in overtime. Pittsburgh's Brian Rust had a 4-point night, including a pair of goals, including the overtime game winner. Sidney Crosby also a 4-point night for the Pens with a goal and 3 assists. Nashville's now 1-7 this season in overtime games. Kings outscored the Flyers 7-3, a pair of goals from both Anze Kopitar and Kevin Fiala in the win. LA has won 8 of its last 10. Lightning down the Blues 3-1. Andrei Vasilevsky, 31 saves in net for Tampa Bay. Nick Perbix had the game-winning goal as the Lightning have won 6 of 7. Senators edge the Flames in Calgary 3-2 in overtime on a Brady Tkachuk overtime game winner, his 16th of the season, to help the Sens extend their winning streak to 5 in a row. Avalanche beat the Sharks in San Jose 4-2. Joel Kiviranta scored a pair of goals in the third period to help Colorado get the road win. Mikko Rantanen also scored in the third, his 19th of the season. And Mackenzie Blackwood got the win in net over Alexander Georgiev in a battle of 2 goalies recently traded for each other. And the Blackhawks defeated the Kraken 3-1. Ilya Mikheyev scored 2 goals, and goalie Arvid Soderblom had 27 saves in net in the win for Chicago, which has now won 3 in a row. Coming up tonight, 7 games in the NHL. 4 of them start at 7 Eastern, including my game of the night as the Capitals host the Hurricanes in a big Metropolitan Division battle. You've also got the Maple Leafs at the struggling Sabres, who have lost 11 in a row, and the Panthers host the Blues. Florida and Toronto enter the night tied for the Atlantic Division lead, both with 42 points. You've also got the Canadiens at the Red Wings in a battle of original 6 teams. 2 games start at 8 Eastern. You got the Stars hosting the Rangers, while the Utah Hockey Club is at the Wild. And at 10 Eastern, it's the Ducks hosting the Avalanche. I'm Eddie Garcia. If you like this, we recap and preview the night in the NHL every weekday. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel as we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and check out our podcast recapping the past week in the NHL every Monday morning, which you can find on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcast. Just search Puck Podcast.